Rogue One gave us some cool new starfighters and troop transports, so today we're going to discuss the Uwing versus the TIE Reaper, one troop transport versus the other. After breaking down each vessel, we will pit them head to head and see which one comes out on top. Let the battle begin. The Uwing is probably one of my favorite vessels in Star Wars. Just something about it makes me want to go on covert missions. It was manufactured by Incom Corporation, being one of the last vessels they made before being completely taken over by Imperial supervision. The UT-600 Uwing is classified as a starfighter, but as we will discuss later, it is definitely more of a troop transport. It is around 25 meters in length with its S-foils and forward position, came with two forward, fixed-mounted Time and Bach KX-7 laser cannons, and could reach speeds of 950 kilometers an hour in atmosphere, or 95 megalights per hour. A small shipment of these limited starfighters were acquired through political manipulation, thanks to Bail Organa. That shipment ended up in the hands of the Rebel Alliance, where they modified the vessel with heavy armor and shielding. U-Wings needed to be strong enough to fly into heavy fire and deploy troops onto the battlefield, with its use as a troop transport being able to hold up to 8 passengers along with a pilot and co-pilot. At max capacity and due to the armor of these starfighters, they maneuvered more like a cargo vessel. The S-foils did rotate outwards and back, which helped vent excessive heat and improve the spread of the deflector shields. When deploying its squad of soldiers, loading doors could be fixed with heavy repeating laser cannons, or ion cannons. This would protect both the transport and troops being dropped off. When needed, the U-Wing could also provide air support using their door-mounted weapon systems. Overall, the U-Wing is a modified starfighter that was quick enough to drop soldiers where they needed to go, while also providing support to the ground forces. The TIE Reaper is a transport used by the most elite units within the Imperial military. As a part of the TIE line, it was manufactured by Sienar Fleet Systems, sharing similar design features as the experimental TIE Striker, with its horizontal, angular wings, which also serve to better stabilize the transport when deploying units to the surface. The TIE Reaper is 24 meters in length, manned by a single pilot and comms operator. It had a passenger capacity of 10 and was armed with 2 LS 9.3 laser cannons. It could reach the same atmospheric speed as a U-Wing at 950 kilometers per hour, but could only reach a top speed of 90 megalights per hour. However, unlike the U-Wing, the Reaper was much more maneuverable, as the weight of the armor and passengers was considered during the development. Unlike most TIE line craft, the Reaper came with deflector shields and a Class 1 hyperdrive. Now what if we put these two transports head to head, Rebel scum versus Imperial filth? Let's discuss speed and maneuverability. The U-Wing is definitely quicker in space, but would be similar to the TIE Reaper in atmosphere. But the TIE Reaper would be far more agile than the U-Wing thanks to its increased stabilizers mounted on its wings. As for weapon systems, the U-Wing only has its 2 forward fixed-mounted laser cannons, and while the Reaper may only have 2 laser cannons, they have an advanced targeting system that would give it the edge in a dogfight. The armor and shielding is more or less the same. It's hard to gain specifics, but I wouldn't put the Reaper at an advantage, considering how Sienar tends to make the most cost-effective vessels for the Empire. When it comes to the function of both vessels, the capacity of the U-Wing is only 2 shy of the Reaper's 10 passengers. The U-Wing does have an advantage as it can deploy its troops from either side of the vessel, and have repeating blasters mounted to provide covering fire. The fact that it can provide covering fire like that, as well as air support, is going to give the U-Wing the edge. In the end, if they were to be engaged, one against the other, the U-Wing would most definitely lose in most scenarios. The U-Wing lacks the maneuverability and offensive weapons to stand against the Reaper. Could a better pilot in a U-Wing beat a TIE Reaper? Sure, but that's not going to be every situation. Personally, I love the U-Wing, and I'd take it over the Reaper any day. It has the design aesthetic that speaks to the scrappy rebel in me, but you let me know what you think would happen in a dogfight, and which one is your favorite of these two transports. Subscribe to help this channel grow, and like the video if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much, have an amazing day, and may the Force be with you.